Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Tradespoon pick of the day. Let's take a look at today's pick, which is for January 8th, 2014. We're looking to go long Intel Corp, a bullish position in INTC is the ticker symbol. We're going to take a look at our proprietary risk-reward rating at 4, which is mid-range on our proprietary analysis for risk and reward. And for you stock traders, it's something that you're going to want to look at. For the options traders, we're going to take a look at the volatility. Let's also take a look at the value and momentum indicator that we have, and that's at the high end of the range, 7. So it's just telling us that the stock has been in a pretty solid trend, and in this case, trend to the upside. Taking a look at the price action, we see that the close as of the 7th was at $25.58. That's right off the 52-week high of $26.04 and well above the 52-week low of $20.10. We're also seeing historic volatility. It's well off the lows. It's actually on the move, which is going to explain some of the strategies from the options side that we're going to discuss tonight. And the options that we will look at will be expiring in February. Let's take a look at the picks. The stock trade. We're going to look for an entry price of a limit of $25.58. Once we are filled at that price, we're going to put in a target gain, and that target gain is going to be $2.80 higher than our entry price, which will basically put us at a limit of $28.38. So that's what we would put our sell limit to take profits. Our stop loss is going to be $2.80 less than our entry price, which basically means that we'll put a stop right around the $22.78 range. And again, just review your risk tolerance, your objectives, and you can tweak that as you see fit. But this is what we're putting out there as a target gain and where we would want to cut our losses on a stock position. The options trade, we're going to be looking to buy the February $25 calls for a price of 102. Now, one thing that you want to look for when you're getting into an options trade is there any kind of event that's on the forefront? You can also check our key stock events down here and stock charts. But the one thing that I looked at is that there is earnings. And Intel is having earnings actually on the 16th, which will be next week. This is an event that you're going to have to watch if you're going to be trading any one of these option strategies. And so looking at these $25 calls, they are in the money. The strike price is $25, buy at 58 cents. So it has some intrinsic value. And I know I'm throwing out some terms that we'll start to define as we go through these videos. Now, we're going to put a price target of 102. In other words, we're going to take our entry price 102, and we're going to have a target gain of 102 on that investment. So that's basically going to get us out when the option's trading at 204. So we would put a good till cancel sell limit at $2.04. We're willing to risk the 102 that we're putting into this particular transaction for buying these $25 calls. So $102 at risk per contract. And again, make sure that you're sizing appropriately. You're going to have to look at those guidelines, and we're going to do some future webinars on sizing, but it is very important that you don't go too big in any one position. Now, we're going to take a look at an option spread, and for those of you that are new to options or you've been trading some single leg options and you're now venturing out into option spreads, tonight we're going to take a look at selling a put spread. Now, that is a bullish position because we're basically selling a put that's either slightly out of the money or close to where the underlying's trading. Remember, the stock's at $25.58. We're looking to sell the $25 puts, so those are slightly out of the money. For that sale, we're going to receive 56 cents. So our obligation is if the stock comes down and is below $25, we're going to have to deliver short stocks. We're going to have a long stock position. Now, I don't like to have a naked short option out there, especially one that's this close to being at the money. So I'm going to buy some protection down below. And so I'm going to buy the February $24 puts. I'm going to pay 28 cents. That's going to reduce my premium that I received on the sale by 28 cents, which means my net credit for this $1 put spread is going to be 28 cents. So I'm selling the 25 puts and buying the 24 puts. That limits my risk to $24. My maximum profit potential is always the credit I receive in these types of strategies. And the one thing that most of you might be asking is, well, why would I sell a put spread rather than doing what we've discussed before, like a bull call spread? The reason why is we're taking advantage of the increase in volatility. And some might ask, well, first of all, why is volatility increasing? Why is there this heightened sense of potential movement? Well, it comes down to we have earnings. So that's why you want to keep a keen eye on key stock events. And as always, if you want to learn how to actually trade these strategies and you're a little bit apprehensive about doing it with real money, let's put a virtual trade on by click place virtual trade, and you can start learning how to utilize these strategies, especially when you see an environment like we have right now where Intel's volatility is on the move. In other words, there's a heightened sense of potential movement. Now, whether it's up or down, we don't know. The current trend's been up, but going into earnings, that could shift. Speaking of that, you can always take a look at our proprietary stock charts and start to take a look at the action. Basically, in this case, we're looking at the last 6 months. Like I said, key stock events. You're seeing today's key stock events that we're pointing out, but always keep on top of other events that could be happening in the near future between now and February expiration, like earnings. It's important to keep those in mind, and always take a look at the news and commentary. Finally, you could always download our proprietary Tradespoon report by clicking here. And if you need any further help, email us at info@tradespoon.com and check out our videos, as well as keep an eye on those recent picks. All right, folks. Well, that is it for today's pick. Latest pick was BWLD. That was Buffalo Wild Wings. We now have today's pick, which is Intel. And again, we'll see you tomorrow, and have a great trading day.